Good morning, or I guess good whatever time you're watching this at. We're sailing Sitka, but you can call us Jay and Kenna, and currently we are sailing in the waters of Mexico. If you've been following along, then you know our gooseneck attachment on our main mast decided to fail while sailing from Mazatlan to La Cruz. In last week's episode, we showed you that we officially got that piece repaired and ready to be installed. If you recall, this included working on the boat in the pitch dark just to keep the ball rolling. This is where we continue the story, and we'll see if the finished product fits on the mast and just exactly how we get this boat back into an operational state. Thanks for watching, and a special Happy Father's Day to both my dad and Jay's. We don't know where we would be without the support of our loving family. In honor of Father's Day, and yes, this one's for you, Roger, we will be playing our old and very first introduction as it's his absolute favorite. If you know the words, feel free to sing along for old time's sake. Hi, my name is Kenna, and this is Jay. We live aboard our Choi Lee Offshore 41. Her name is Sitka. Currently, we are sailing and exploring our beautiful home here on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. I'm new to sailing, but I'm learning and loving it more and more each day. Jay, on the other hand, was born a salty sailor. As he takes me under his wing to get ready to sail around the world, join us on our adventure of falling in love with the beauty of life and the wonders of each other. Welcome to the story of us, and welcome to Sailing Sitka.
Good morning. It is now light time, aka the next day. And now we're gonna go see if this puppy actually slides on the bracket we've installed 2 days ago. It's the original one, so it should fit. It was re-welded and realigned, and now it does what it's supposed to do. So that's good. So let's go check that out.
Nice and flat this morning, which is nice.
There we go.
Oh, woohoo! Fantastic.
That's good. Now I'm gonna put my old piece of metal that I had in there so that the boom is higher. I've had this in there for years and it works great. Just a little piece of flat bar from Canadian Tire, and it allows it to have the boom a lot higher.
That's so smart.
And then we're good there. Then we'll install that little part here.
Oh yeah, that's why that didn't screw in there.
Yeah, and normally this would go through the other part, but the problem is you can't put it in with this thing there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The best would actually be having this bracket like here. Instead of here. That would be the best. I think I'm gonna cut that plate. My least favorite thing ever to do. Do not do this at home. This is idiotic, someone. It takes 2 seconds.
Wow.
See how fast it is when you got the right tools?
How is it?
It's pretty easy. Yeah. This by hand would have taken 6 years. Clear that hole perfect.
Oh, look at that measurement. That was good. That's better?
Yeah, way better.
All right.
So now we can install that. So I'm just gonna go get the goop, and then we're gonna do that and goopin'. Goopin' and whoopin'. These gloves were so expensive and my thumbs already through them. Like, we're talking $30 for a box of gloves. It's gonna be a lot stronger now.
You ain't messing around this time, are ya?
No.
Good morning. It is March 18th, so morning after St. Patty's Day. We're feeling it a little bit. But we are putting back the boom and the sail and putting Sitka back in operating state, which will be great because it was really a bummer to have Sitka down like that. We didn't enjoy that, so it'd be nice to get her back in tip-top shape.
All right, so as you can see, everything I didn't change in the running rigging has failed. So this track car here that used to hold the outhaul, the bracket's like basically gonna break off, and it bent sideways so the pin can't fit in there anymore. It's like a custom pin. This track was lifted up. It looks like the screws actually go right through. Anyways, we're gonna leave this on there right now, but we don't really need it anymore. So now what we're gonna do is this is gonna actually be attached directly to the clew of the sail. So the clew's I'm gonna tie it directly to there, so it's gonna pull it aft on this block, which is right at the stern, and then we can adjust it from there. And it's very simple, and that's all we need. So I'm gonna leave that there, so it's gonna be like that, and that's all she wrote for now. So now we're ready to lift the boom and put her up, and this is where you need muscle. So I think the best thing is we're gonna put you guys on timeline mode, because we're gonna need all our legs and all our arms for this. Yeah, so.
So that went exceptionally smoother than I thought, personally. It was great.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well, we have
a boom!
Sitka is a sailboat again. Well, almost.
Almost.
Gotta put her wings back on.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Okay. Alright, so now the boom can go up and down and sideways.
So awesome.
Need a clever spin here.
So then our sail and our stock pack for the sail live in the Z-berth right now, if you guys can see. So we'll have to put those back on. And then yeah.
This is all there. Obviously we need to at least mouse these things because I don't want the same problem happening.
Yes.
Alright, so now this can't come out. We got locked pin, but what caused all the problems last time was that this came off. So and on here we just have this little block, this little shackle. So I'll put it in, but I will come back, don't worry. But that's not a priority, but I will mouse it.
You will mouse it.
I will mouse it. And I'm putting Loctite on everything, just to be extra safe.
That went so great.
Yeah.
I found a ladybug like 10 minutes before this, so yeah, it went really smooth. Ladybugs are supposed to be good luck, so. Also, that was the first ladybug I saw in Mexico. It feels so good to have the boat back in, like, you know, operative state.
Yeah, now that we have the prop.
Like, all at once, you guys, we had the prop was messed up.
Oh, is that a whale?
What was that?
I think there's a whale right there.
Is there?
Yeah, that was a huge wave there. Yeah, that's something big.
Oh, it's a dolphin! Oh, it's a baby dolphin. What I wanted to say was, all at once, we had our prop messed up, the gooseneck was messed up, and then our starter battery was also messed up, all at the same time, and it felt so shitty that everything was just breaking, and then we felt just like so shitty and defeated, and it was really bumming us out. So now that we have all these things fixed, right now Jay's just feeding all the reef lines through. Getting ready to put the sail back on.
Cut the mane off my tiger here. These reef lines are from 2020, I guess.
They've been through some shit.
They have been through some shit, that's for sure. This might look weird, but I got a system. So I got my end here for the first reef, my end here for the second reef, my end here for the third reef, and they're all unjumbled.
Now to put the sail back on. After a month or so of hard work, heavy lifting, waiting, and preparation, we finally got the gooseneck repaired and installed back where she belongs. As Jay would say, Sitka now has her wings back and she's ready to fly once again. A little close to Sitka there.
Yeah, I think they might be using Sitka as a race marker because they all come in tack here. So this might be like the course because it's a yellow Dodger. So because I don't see markers for a race.
Jay was just reading a book when he saw a boat coming straight for us.
Yeah, I was like, they're getting quite close. I hope there's people in there. Yeah, they're racing. But yeah, reading a great book.
Oh.
Voyage for a Madman.
Who'd you get that from?
From Roger. From your parents. It's a really good book. I'm glad to be finally having the time to enjoy it.
That's good.
All right, good morning, our Sitka crew. This is the following morning from what you've probably just seen of us putting the boom back on and the sail. We didn't completely finish everything we needed to do because the wind picks up as every day around noon. So we didn't want to get caught with our hands down our pants, as the saying goes, or maybe not, because I tend to fuck up sayings all the time. But all this to say that we still have 2 reefs out of the 3 reefs to pass through. So what we're gonna do right now, we're just gonna open the stack pack, we're gonna bring the main up, and we're gonna pass the 2 following reef points. And one of the tools that works really good for passing reef lines through clutches, that I found anyways, is dental picks. They work really good. We'll show you. I think we did it yesterday, but I don't think we filmed it, so I'm gonna show you. It works pretty good, or else I swear a lot because it can take 20 minutes to pass a goddamn line. Anyways, well, let's get going. And then this is where I need the dental pick that's behind you by the mast. Okay, so I just go behind this like this.
Might take it a couple times.
Yeah, it doesn't always work the first time because these dental picks are so sharp, as you can tell. They kind of don't like. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna grab this end. I'm gonna slowly pass it through. Keep going.
Okay.
There you go. First try. There you go, love. And we're gonna right away make it. Right away make a stopper nut in here so we don't lose it. Okay.
How's that?
That's good. Okay.
Dental pick?
Yeah, but first you're gonna come pull on here, on this one. I'm gonna feed it. Pull. That's good.
Oh, thank Jesus. Nice.
All right. Well, it feels really, really, really nice to finally have Sitka back to her fully operational self. Now that we have all that set, we're probably gonna go either tomorrow or the day after we're just gonna go for a little sail here in Banderas Bay. Not really a sail, actually, more of a motor, because I do want to test the new prop at different RPMs and see what our fuel consumption is, and if like everything's good with the new prop, and then we'll come and it'll also give us a chance to clean the anchor chain, because it is disgusting.
Filthy. Like, we had it really, really bad in Mazatlan, and then before that we had it really bad in La Paz, and here it seems to be pretty bad as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the place we've stayed the longest, and I cleaned the hull a week ago now, and it was like an artificial reef down there. It came out pretty easily with the boat scraper that I created, but still, yeah, we're looking forward to, and we might move in a little closer. We are the furthest boat out most of the time. Sometimes there's boats that anchor even further out, but yeah, it is pretty rolly here. I don't know if it's going to make a big difference if we move a bit closer, but one thing's for sure, it's going to cost on our fuel cost on the dinghy. Yes. Because yeah, that's that's how we're spending most of our money here, is the fuel cost.
Anyway, that was our gooseneck project.
That was the gooseneck plus rebending the sail. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but like, thank God Kenna was there, because I was like so hyped up on putting the sail back before the wind yesterday that I had already the sail like partly up, and Kenna was like, don't we have to put the battens in first? And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, fuck. It became like this battle against the clock to put these battens in. And the batten setup on here is like amazing. The way they're secured in is really good, but it's very meticulous and tiny, and like with my big fat sausage fingers, I was like stressing out trying to get it all done really quickly. Luckily, I've done it a few times now, so I know how to do it. The first time I remember looking at it like it was like some sort of like puzzle from another dimension, but once you have it sorted, it's quite quick. And then what's the other thing to your mind?
Oh, he was putting up the sail, and then I was like, do you want to put the downhaul on it first?
Oh yeah, because like, well, in most circumstances, like, you wouldn't really need a downhaul on a boat this size, but with our track, it's a good thing. We didn't need it, but yeah, I was like, yeah, it's probably a good idea to put it on just in case, because the last thing I want to do is climb this mast and this rolly anchorage to go unhook a sail that's like 3/4 up the mast. But yeah, let us know if you guys ever broke a gooseneck, and how was your experience? How did you repair it? We want to know. This was my second gooseneck failure. The first one was a little more critical, because it was in the middle of a passage to Hawaii, and the part that's connected to the mast completely ripped off all the rivets, and I had to drill and tap new holes. But it worked. But on a wooden mast, that's the other thing. It's like, it's not as hard of a material as aluminum. So once you rip something out, you can't just, that whole area becomes kind of compromised. But luckily that's not what happened to us, so I'm going to stop rambling on. Damn. Fishes are going crazy.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Subscribe, like, and comment if you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Stay tuned next week for another episode of Sailing Sitka.
Thank you to all our viewers, and a special thank you to our patrons who make this lifestyle a reality.